Hey guys, welcome to Burlo Guns. Today we have a Savage Axis, the first model in 223, and I've already noticed that the stock is very close to touching the barrel. That can be very detrimental to accuracy. I've sometimes taken stocks off and just shaved them down a little bit to make sure that they don't touch the barrel. They for sure free floated. Yeah, let's see how this guy shoots without putting a knife to it. We've got Winchester FMJs, 55 grain through 32, 40 feet per second. Same ammo I used on the other Remington 783. This is FMJ, it's budget ammo, and so if it shoots really accurate with this ammo, then it's a really accurate rifle. I've had some luck with this ammo, and I've had some rifles shoot really bad with it, and some rifles shoot really good with it. So today, we shall find out. That is a very heavy trigger pull. I had to pull really hard to get that one. Anyways, let's see if we can find that shot. I'm not seeing it anywhere, so I may not have been on paper. I believe this rifle is new and has not been fired. So let me just do a bore sight really quick before we waste more ammo. Yeah, we're way off. We're gonna have to. I will have missed the paper over there. Let's fix that. This is why guys bring guns to me. Is that sometimes they are pretty far off, even though they've been bore sighted at the shop, the store where they bought them. They can be pretty far off sometimes. I think we'll be much closer. Let's try this. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, we're about 3 inches to the left. I'm just going to fix that real quick yet before we move on to try to confirm a group size. So I moved it over 9 clicks. We'll vibrate it a little bit and see if that helps. Let's put 2 more in here to top them off. That's the cool thing about Savage magazines, is that even though they look like they're single stack, you can squeeze the round in straight from the top. I kind of like that, and yet they feed right from the center. But I must say, this trigger is really heavy. I like this scope for a budget scope. This is not a bad scope. It's a Weaver scope, again package model with a Savage axis. But I feel like this scope is for the money. It's actually pretty clear. I keep hitting the shell with my finger, and so it doesn't eject properly, and so I have to pull the magazine. Alright, let's go see what that did. I feel like it's spreading a little bit and it's still shooting to the left, and we're going to come up a little bit yet. Again, I'd like to be roughly 1.5 or so inches high at 100 and then centered, creating for a 200-yard zero. That's very often what I sighted in for guys, because it gets them a pretty good chance out to 300 yards. You're like about 6.8, 7 inches low at 300 if you have a 200-yard zero, but you're just a hair high, like 1.5 inches high at 100, and so it's kind of the sweet spot I find. It's about 1.5 inches high at 100. can see I taped up the rounds from my previous video to reuse this paper. So I was aiming on this guy. I was quite far left. I adjusted a little bit, and then so I have 1 hit here and 2 here. So that's a 2-inch group. I'm not very pleased, but it's all horizontal stringing. So it could be the heavy trigger. I mean, no excuses. Paper doesn't lie. But between shooter error and, well, the heavy trigger pull, it's a significant trigger pull. And so I will try to tune that up a little bit yet. I will move over a little bit further right and a little bit up to see if we can get that 1.5 inches high at 100 yards happening. So we're gonna go up a little bit and right a little bit, probably about a minute right, but again, these budget scopes tend to move a little bit too far. So let's move 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clicks is 1 inch. So we're gonna go to 5 and then 4 and 3 and 4. I just go back and forth a little bit, vibrate the scope a little bit. Let's also move it up roughly 1 inch, and hopefully it moves up about 1.5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4. Vibrate that a little bit. All right, let's see how this performs. We haven't had a single misfire yet, and so hopefully we can do this without any misfires. It's a little bit too high. I'm going to immediately move down a little. I think horizontally I'm pretty close, but I'm going to move it down just a little bit. 2 clicks down. See if that helps. We will restart that group. Barrel's warm, not hot. We should be okay. I've got it out of the sunshine, and so we should be okay there. Alright, let's go see what that did. I think that group was roughly situated where I wanted it, but it's spread a little bit far. However, with the barrel being so close to the stock here, I won't be surprised if that's messing with it a little bit. So I've got it about as close as I can get. I will text my customer and see if he wants me to cut that stock down a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, let's go see what happened. Oh yeah. It's 2.5 inches. I definitely don't like that spread, but it is ball ammo and a very heavy trigger. There isn't a whole lot of vertical spread, well, about 1 inch, but then there's 2.5 inches of horizontal spread, which could easily be the trigger and could be the screw behind the trigger. So that's the Savage axis. Got that zeroed at about 1.5 inches and centered. I will call it good for now. Obviously with premium ammo and the best of optics, I'm sure, you know, smoother trigger, lighter, smoother trigger, I'm sure that rifle could shoot a heck of a lot better. I have seen some Savage Axis rifles shoot easily down to 1/4 inch at 100 yards and consistently stay under 1 inch. So but that was with premium hand loads. And so yeah, if you guys found this helpful and interesting, please consider hitting the thumbs up button, and if you aren't subscribed already to the channel, please consider subscribing, and yeah, we'll see you on the next video.